It has been way, way too long since I've messed around on the save file, but damn it, we are not done. We will never be done. We'll never be done with the Goons until we win, hopefully. Last time out, we lost in the playoffs again, as we do. We lost to Detroit in 7 games because, of course, we did. Always a little bit problematic there, but any year now, any year, this team could potentially get it done. So let's see what happens. We know we don't have a lottery pick. Washington moves up from 6-1. Arizona moves up from 10-2. I subscribe to Bettman. Burying money within the Coyotes organization. Why else would he keep him there? For you. Got the page for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you. All right, retired players. Let's see. Braden Point, JT Miller. I'm actually going to move yield webcam back over here because less gets cut off typically. But a lot of notable players gone because it's, 2033, I think it said. Which, yeah, we are pretty far into this franchise mode. Pretty far indeed, so. And again, I doubt we had any retirements. Yeah, it's still way too early for us to have any significant retirements. So I have no idea who's available for us in this draft. Don't even know what our first pick is. Let's find out. Pick number 27. All right, let's just sim. Let's sim to that pick and we'll take it from there. No franchise player. And I got to be honest, the elite caliber players weren't all that good. This draft is looking a little bit rough. Let's see who's available for us here. So we have Per Sundin. We have Joe Byer's son, Spencer. Oh my God, we might have to take the Byer. How could we not? How could we not take the player named Byer? That is the man to take. Even though we don't need a goalie, the memes write themselves, right? So he is the only goalie we'd... Oh my God. Okay. Well, I would call Spencer Byer the pick. It would take an unbelievable player for us to not make that pick. And I mean, there are a couple of dudes who are 3 years out, but that's as easy of a decision as we'll ever make. Spencer Byer. We're far enough into this, it might even be Joe's grandson at this stage. Spencer Byer out of Linköping is the pick. 73 overall, medium elite. At 19, 6'4", by the way. Sponge, dialed in, contortionist, extra padding, tip jar, post to post. If only goalies were actually worth it, but holy hell, what a pick. Spencer Byer. Can he be the Joe Byer of goaltenders? I certainly hope so. Second round. And the latest that we're picking in a second round as well. So this is a little bit problematic. He's going to have a sub 900 save percentage playoffs. Oh, guaranteed. Guaranteed. A lot of the dudes that we were looking at are still available. Paulie, what's going on, buddy? Joe forcing to stop his shots in the ODR. Right? Oh, Joe Byer, great hockey player. The Paul Marner of dads, except Paul Marner is already the Paul Marner of dads. Sorry, Mitch, that you had such a shit dad. All right. This isn't looking as optimistic, but, the Simon Gaudette. Unconfirmed abilities. It's not that we need another goalie, though. Osgood as well, 4 years out. Some unconfirmed abilities. Latest pick we've had in the second is pick 38. Is it? Why was our first round pick so late? It was at least our latest pick in the first round. Did I miss a deal where they reset, or I'm just forgetting something super basic? Do we have 2 second-round picks this year? That's right. There was the successful offer sheet. I forgot all about that. There was the successful offer sheet last year. So we have 2 second-round picks. I totally forgot about that. It had been long enough. Man, after getting a goaltender like that, if we can get somebody else of high quality here, we're going to be feeling pretty good. We're going to be feeling pretty good. Unfortunately, there isn't anybody with an ETA earlier than 4 years from now. Unless we find someone at forward. Zach Hayes is 3 years out, but we know that potential just absolutely sucks. 3 years for Hoffman. Unconfirmed crease crasher for Ellison. Potentially 2 years for Phaneuf, but again, that potential kind of scary. It wasn't confirmed, though. 3 years out for Ham Hughes, 4 years out from Strome. It's not looking good. It's not looking good in terms of a confirmed potential. I am probably just going to have to best guess this bad boy. There was another goalie, Sean Gorin, but he's 20 years old, 5 years out. But another superstar goalie, which is great. In terms of any potential elites, there is Raymond Winther at 17, 4 years out. And then the other goalie, Gaudette. Outside of that, there's Terrence Wagner, who we could take in the next round. Jace Saugus, who is huge at 6'5", 222 pounds. Mario Lebriere in goal. We still got 5 minutes to decide this here. A low elite playmaker that we can't take. This Tuomo Toivonen, a potential low elite DFD. Honorary Opal, 5 years out at 17. Confirmed medium top 6 power forward Justin Trotter. We can take him later. Tough call. Tough call of who to take here. I'm thinking Winther, though, and we just aim high. Because if we look at who needs to be selected here, Ham Hughes does have the Brenda Moore comparison with a physical. You do have a confirmed medium 9 grinder in Glenn Cross, who has the Hartnell comparison. Did Ellison have a comparison? He doesn't. Did Winther? Winther didn't either. So Winther or one of the 3 grinders probably rule out Andrew Strome. Is looking like our best set of options. So we had to take one of the 2 grinders or we take Winther. There's Ham Hughes, great physical category. Ham Hughes is the better option. Think of jersey sales in Hungary if you take Glenn Cross, right? It's either Winther or Ham Hughes. Unconfirmed truculence and shutdown. Or Winther, 4 years out. No comparison, no abilities. I think we risk it on Ham Hughes. Winther might end up being elite, but I think we risk it on Ham Hughes. Let's do it. We can afford to be a little bit risky. Then again, Hamhuis is 20, and he's 3 years out, though. We're going for Winther. Okay, we'll take that. Medium top 6, 61 overall. It's 17 years old. Raymond Winther. Damn, what a 1-2 punch. And we still have another second-round pick left. Pick number 60. Had Hayes at a low 6 that we were aware of. Strome was a medium top 9 grinder. Glenn Cross was medium 9 with quick draw, but he's not even a centerman. He has 68 faceoffs. The fuck. Hamhuis 63 grinder, 20 years old. We made the right choice. 100% made the right choice. Awesome. Awesome. Now, again, we do not need Gaudette. There is a goalie later on who actually has confirmed abilities. We do not need Simon Gaudette after our first round pick. But Tuomo Toivonen, 18 years old, potential low elite. And it's a risk, but he's looking pretty good. Bomek, some unconfirmed abilities at 19. That's not how X Factors work. It is now. It is now. Right, we can rule out Brent Little. Rule out Osgood. Could rule out Kalle Vikingstad. There's a Stephen Hoffman. Rather aim for that defenseman. Markkinen in May. There's Phaneuf. But again, that potential scares me. What do we got for Dustin Lundin? Unconfirmed Ice Pack. There's the Terrence Wagner option. But he should be available with our next pick. So I think we got our guy. Let's take the defender Tuomo Toivonen. And hope that he's all right. Low 4. Well, first swing and a miss of the draft. Low 4 is never a great potential, but that's okay. Who's left here? End of round 3. To be honest, we might be starting to look at potentials already, but there is Wagner. We don't need the goalie Volchenkov. Again, I wish I could take Matt Sundqvist, but I can't. There's Jace Saugus, who we're going to have to think about here. DFD, Darius Hope. 4 years out. Willis. And then there's LeBruyere. Another goalie, 5 years out at 18. He had the unconfirmed abilities. All right. One of the two. Just as a best guess. Stat-wise, they both suck. Wagner's probably looking a little bit better. Although Saugus is he's a big boy. He's a big boy. If we don't go for one of those two, yeah, Goran was the goalie later on. Honestly, we're going to have to take Goran with the pick after this. So maybe now we don't have to consider Riopel yet. But there is Justin Trotter. I think we take Justin Trotter now and Goran afterwards and just leave these two to the wayside and hope they're not that good. That's what we're going for. So let's take the confirmed medium top 6, 19-year-old Justin Trotter from the Edmonton Oil Kings, who is a 58 overall, no abilities, but a big boy indeed. And let's take a look at the two guys that we passed on and see if we made the right choice. Saugus was a medium 9. Sundqvist guy was a medium elite, but we were never allowed to pick him. Wagner was a medium 9 grinder. We made the right choice. Let's get ourselves another top-notch goalie. It's 20-year-old Sean Goran. Apparently he's 5 years out, but he does have a confirmed X Factor, so we can afford to invest in a 58 overall 20-year-old Sean Goran. Jesus Christ, the abilities, though. Tip jar, dialed in, last stand, light work, and no timer. Not bad at all. Not at all. And this has been a pretty damn good draft for us. We get the fake out trade offer. Round 5. What do we got? Just Reopel? Just Reopel. Hunter Reopel from Färjestad. Low elite power forward at 17. God, this might be our best draft yet. Step away for a little bit, come back, and all of a sudden we have a damn good amount of luck. You love to see it. Hunter Reopel. Gee, this is quite the haul. Outside of Toivonen, like our lowest and worst potential of this haul has been a low 4 in Toivonen. That's not bad. Round 6. It's not looking good from here. A lot of unconfirmed potentials, unconfirmed player types. If there's anybody who's huge with a unconfirmed player type, I could take the risk on them. But it's not looking too good. Yeah, it's not looking too good. Osborne and Summers are probably our best bet at this stage. Yeah, they're going to be our best bets at this stage, unless 3 years out for Brandon Schwartz. That might be worth the pick. Are there any super young guys in the draft that'll be here next year that we might be able to snag a little bit early? A lot of 17-year-olds in this draft. Holy hell. Okay, a lot of younger players in this draft. Jesus. There's normally not that many. Unfortunately, player type is going to be a problem when they are that far down the pecking order. Consider Andrei Ulanov, the Estonian. Outside of that, I'm having to look at player heights just to see if anyone's a giant. That's the best giveaway we'd have for unscouted player type. Jakub Ledbedev, the Ukrainian. 6'3", 214, Marshall von Fersen. We got 2 picks left. And I want to see if we can make the most of this. So let's do our bit of due diligence. Never know, Colton Reinprecht might be half decent. Let's see, that guy's a playmaker, 6'3". That dude's a DFD. I don't know, tough calls. Tough calls from here, round 6 and 7. We got 40 seconds here before I have to stop looking at players. I don't know if I believe that guy's a 6'4" sniper. Six-two, 6'3". 6'4". 6'3", 210. Davis Gannon. It's like if Davos was a frickin' Legend of Zelda enemy. All right, here we go. Here we go. So what do we got in terms of pinned options? Goalies, we don't need anybody. Defense. We could just go best guess on any of these guys and hope that they're going to be half decent next year. Right wing options. There's Heiskanen, Campbell. I mean, it really is just kind of best guess at this stage. Got the Tiny Osborne, though. Damn good name. And Schwarz was the 3 years out option. Tiny Osborne is a hell of a name. Still think we need forwards more than defenders too, obviously. I'm going to go with my gut on Brandon Schwarz. 62 medium bottom 6 at 19. Not amazing. Might be a future fourth liner for us. We have 1 pick left in the draft. Probably going to be Tiny Osborne. Cody, take it easy, buddy. Thank you. You too. Okay. It's either we go for Tiny Osborne or we look at Kari Heiskanen. That height and weight would indicate to me more power forward than sniper. And we hope that we're just stealing somebody here who will be a potential higher pick next year. I'm going to go with my guy. I'm going to take the Finn, Kari Heiskanen. 2-way forward, low bottom 6. Didn't work out anyway. So yeah, Kari will never be signed. All in all, though, hell of a draft for us. Hell of a draft for us. I'm very happy with that. How could you not be? The tradition continues. We bring back a buyer. That's the way to do it. So looking at this team, we do have some contracts to decide too. But we're also a goalie prospect factory. This is ridiculous.